my brothers. D from Future Fathers here again. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. D from Future Fathers here again. With a little something stressful today. I woke up this morning feeling really bad about what's been happening with George Floyd. Unfortunate set of circumstances that should never have happened. Never at all. You got a human being underneath you talking about they can't breathe. You're supposed to get up, at least get up off of them. And it's really made me feel away because I'm a young black man. I've been put in similar situations with the police over here in the UK. Nothing like what happened to poor Mr. Floyd. Nothing like that. But I've been put in similar situations, as I just said, and I've got two sons. I've got a YouTube channel about being future fathers, teaching the future generations, even our own generations and older, how to deal with being a father. I now have to teach my two sons about being potential future victims. WTF, I'm not even gonna cuss out. Do you know what? What the fuck? Why do I have to teach my sons that? That's not okay. That's not what I should be teaching. I should be teaching my sons how to deal with financial problems, how to maybe deal with mental stress or finding work or looking for jobs or dealing with your exams or stuff like that. And then I come across a video this morning of a young woman in Lewisham in the UK being held down by 6 police officers. If I remember rightly, it was 3 men and 3 women. Doesn't matter. 6 police officers. She's screaming that she can't breathe, and a female police officer hits her in the head 4 times because the woman is trying to move her arm to make sure she can be in a position to gain oxygen so she can sustain life. 1:30 in the morning, Lewisham High Street. 6 police officers sitting on top of 1 female. A black woman. I don't care who you are or where you're from. That ain't right. That's not okay in any universe. In any reality, I don't care. That's not okay. It's not okay for one person to be sitting on top of somebody. It's not okay for 6 people to sit on somebody. It is not okay for a police officer to abuse the position of power they have been placed in to keep society safe, and all they're doing is shitting on us. And I'm going to put it like that because that's exactly how it seems. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm now, thinking to myself, all right, my sons, they're going to have to worry about this, that, and the other. My nieces as well. I don't even want to have to think about that. Boys is one thing. Females is completely different. Especially when you've got men holding her down. That's ridiculous. It breaks my heart to see things like that happen. My brothers and sisters don't deserve things like that at all. You don't think stealing things from our culture is enough? You don't think taking us out of where we were quite comfortable isn't enough? You've now got to kill us on the street because of what? You thought something? They weren't behaving in a manner that you deemed acceptable? Well, you're not behaving in any kind of manner that is acceptable on any level. Where is the justice? Where is your comeuppance? When are these people going to sit up and say, yes, I'm responsible for committing this crime? When are these people, when are their superiors going to realize I'm not doing the job that I need to be doing to keep these people, everybody, safe? Nobody's safe. I'm not safe. My sons ain't safe. My nephew ain't safe. My nieces ain't safe. Now imagine that I've got to be me, my brothers, my cousins, or should I say my brother and my cousin, all have sons. That's just three males, three black males that have to teach four black males what it is when you leave the house. I don't understand. I don't. I don't get why this is a necessary lesson we have to be teaching them. I don't understand why I have to inform my children about the law so they can carry that with them out on the street so they know what they can not allow, but what they can give as information, because they can't carry on like they're ignorant with that information. Otherwise, police will just lick them over, cuff them, or you're being insubordinate, or whatever. I don't know the correct terminology or the words I'm looking for. I'm too confused and pissed off to be worrying about the right words. If I was in that situation, I don't even know what I would have done. What can you do? What can you do? Nothing. Ultimately, absolutely nothing. Sit down and take it? What? What? Why? 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 I don't deserve that. I do not deserve that. My sons do not deserve that treatment. My nieces, my nephews, my brothers, my cousins, my sisters, none of us deserve that treatment. Because you see us as lesser beings. Lesser beings as you see fit. But with hairstyles and clothes and speech patterns and bits of culture that you love, but not the people. Yeah. That's not okay. That's messed up. Because of this, I'm worrying about what happens if I see police officers. And as I said, I don't live in the US, I live in the UK. The difference between the police officers out there is they will smile at you and tell you, no, I don't, I'm not that guy, I'm not that guy, I don't do things like that, but they will still go ahead and do them. The police over here don't care. They will tell you, I don't like you. And they will mess you up because they don't like you, and they will tell you that as well. But they won't tell anybody else, they'll tell you to your face. You get them to tell their superiors that, or somebody with body cam, get one of their partners to make sure that they got that on camera. You will never see that anywhere. It's a difference between the society that we live in here and the society in America. If the police over in the UK had guns, hands up, I'd have been one of the young black men being shot at. Whether I would have been shot or not, I don't know. I can't say that it hasn't happened, so I'm not gonna wish them things on myself. But I'm telling you, if the police had guns in the UK, they definitely would have shot at me on more than one occasion. I was one of those young black brothers who was always being stopped for no reason. And I can say that it was no reason. I was targeted because I lived in an area where there's predominantly black boys. There's enough of us. There was enough of us when I was younger. And these officers, specific officers, now I can say that there were officers that used to have patrol routes, and they'd be there all the time. They'd see us all the time, and they'd trouble us all the time. For what? Because you're not meeting your quota? You not had a bad day? Or should I say, did you not have a good day? You remember your missus didn't beat the night before? What the hell is that about? Come on, like, These young children are having to worry about whether they're going to be shot in America. Over here, they're having to worry about being beaten because that's what happens. Over here, they beat us. They'll punch man up and say, "Oh yeah, they was defending themselves." How is man supposed to talk about you was defending yourself if the so-called assailant, yeah, was handcuffed? That's stupid. That's dumb as heck. I'm here sitting down, drinking my coffee, having a smoke this morning, wondering what I'm gonna put out. What am I gonna do? What's my 2 pence gonna be? This is my 2 pence. Do you know what? I don't like society. I'm one of these people that I love human beings. Love human beings, but I dislike humanity. We can be so gentle. We can be so caring and compassionate. And on the other hand, we can be so evil, maniacal, and deceitful, it's unbelievable. Just because you don't like the color of someone's skin doesn't give you the right to be abusive. It does not give you the right to be a superior human being. It doesn't mean that you're a superior human being. Because those people that you deem lesser than yourselves generally have more intelligence, more charisma. So you're hating on the wrong people. You need to fix yourself first. Now, peaceful protest over here, I don't know if that's going to be okay. We're holding protests, but how are they going to be peaceful? Because the police over here are not like in the US, as I said. Over here, they will think that they can harm you because they feel that their lives are under threat. Now, nobody's life is under threat. Not at all. A young black man's life was taken halfway across the world. There are young black men and black women's lives taken across the world daily. But it must have been under some circumstance that they lost their life. No, 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 no. Let's just be straight, yeah? You took lives and it's just that. Where's the justice for all of this? You got one man who's been charged with third degree murder for poor George Floyd. One man. Alright, so it wasn't premeditated, maybe. Third degree murder? No way, bro. Your accomplices deserve third degree murder. They stood there and watched that shit happen. Yeah? So, you, my boy, should be at least getting 25 to life. Especially in the US. But who knows if that's gonna happen? Who knows if that's gonna happen? But I'll tell you something. When you go to jail, you ain't getting out. They better put you in solitary for your entire stay. Because being a black man myself, if I heard that on the news and I was in jail, I don't know what I would do to a person like that. I really don't. I'm already in jail. It depends on what I'm in there for. If it's a misdemeanor, bro, I'll pick on you. I'll take the piss out of you just like I know everybody else is going to do in there. But you got guys that's in jail for some serious stuff out there. They ain't getting out. For all you know, that boy, that brother, could have been related to one of them. I feel sorry for that police officer, I tell you that. Really. I feel sorry for Mr. Floyd's family. I feel sorry for my brothers and sisters that have to go through this every single day. I feel sorry for my brothers and sisters that are parents that have to be teaching their children to watch out for stuff like this. I feel sorry for all of us because we don't deserve this. Regardless of what anybody else has got to say, nobody deserves to be sat on or knelt on until their life leaves their body. Nobody. Especially if you're trying to gain information from them. You don't. How does it escalate from one thing to another that quick? It can't and shouldn't. Really shouldn't. So, my brothers and sisters, please take care. Please be prepared. And please teach your children the necessary information that they need to, when they leave their house, they can then say, you're not supposed to do that. I know it's going to be hard because we're all fearful of what's going to happen to our children, especially in situations like those. We can only give them the tools to be either ahead of the game or at least on point. But this, the color of our skin, the fact that we retain melanin more than anybody else on the planet, is always going to be a factor in what happens to us when we